As someone who loves Metroidvanias, I had no idea this game existed until I found it while randomly browsing Steam. This game is incredible, and I'm really glad that I've had the opportunity to experience this game. Animal Well is an indie game available on PC, Switch, and PS5. The game is published by Big Mode, which I believe is owned by YouTuber Donkey, and developed by Billy Basso. What Billy has done here is incredible, and I think this is only his first game. This game oozes creativity, charm, atmosphere, and overall it's, in my opinion, one of the best presentations of pixel art in games I've seen in my 20 plus years of gaming. I bought this game thinking that it would be just, an enjoyable Metroidvania, but I didn't think it would hook me as hard as it did. I know I've mentioned the word Metroidvania a few times, but understand that this game doesn't have a focus on combat. If you're looking for combat, you're not going to get a lot of that here. While some items that you can collect will eliminate specific types of enemies, the focus of this game is on exploration and the puzzles that are spread throughout the game. There are so many cool things that this game does. This game isn't like other Metroidvanias where you are required to have explored the map in a very specific order. You can choose to go in any direction you'd like the second you start the game. The items that you collect in the game will allow you to open up additional areas, but they are not, as far as I'm aware, required to complete the main objective. Each item you collect has more than one function, and these functions I slowly discovered on my own as I approached certain areas in the game. I'm not going to cover what those are in detail because I think learning those functions through trial and error is part of the experience. And for me, it was very fulfilling to have that kind of aha moment, when it just clicks. Every item that you collect feels meaningful and additive. It never felt like I was wasting my time collecting items I would never use. Everything has a purpose, and I really like that because I'm used to video games just throwing a ton of items at me that end up going straight into the inventory anyway and never being used. Nearly every room you enter is some form of puzzle waiting to be solved, and I think that's really cool. In my playthrough, I was able to solve most of those puzzles with a basic understanding of the items I had. However, there were some rooms that I had to come back to and go, wait a second, I just discovered that this item can be used another way, and maybe I should try that here in this room. Most of the time that strategy worked, but there were a few rooms that required a specific item that can only be unlocked by collecting the secret eggs that are located throughout the map. Fortunately, not many rooms are like that, and you'll only really run into that problem if you're trying to discover everything on the first playthrough like me. So those are a few of the things that I think the game does pretty well, and I'm hoping future Metroidvania titles will look at this game and take inspiration from it. I've seen posts online that mention this game can be beaten in about 5 hours or so, and I think that's true if you're only seeking out the 4 flames to reach the end of the game. Personally, I put in about 12 to 13 hours running around and trying to discover all the secrets in the game, and I only recently learned that there is even more content to discover in the additional New Game Plus mode, so I'm really looking forward to starting my second playthrough. Honestly, I'd probably be done with my initial playthrough if I focused more on collecting the final flame, but I've been having such a good time understanding how the game works and finding as many secrets as I can. After I upload this video, I'll be finishing the game and starting New Game Plus. Can't stress how unique and fun this game is. Honestly, I kind of felt like I went back in time and my mom came home from the pawn shop with a random and strange-looking game for my Super Nintendo. Those were the games that I would spend my entire weekend playing and even losing sleep over. I think Animal Well is a game you should play if you enjoy Metroidvanias, puzzles, tight platforming, or all of that. I really like this game, and I don't know, I just felt like I needed to put that out there, and I hope other people get the opportunity to play this game. If you've reached the end of this video, thank you. I'm new to content creation and would appreciate feedback. Please feel free to leave a comment, like the video, or subscribe if you're interested in more gaming content. Thanks again and peace.